Ta-da! Here I am standing in front of this amazing thingy. And I call it a thingy because I didn't know what it was when I came home one day and found that my wife had purchased this thingy. And I tell you what this thingy can't do for me. It can't boil me an egg. It can't wash the dishes. It can't vacuum the floor. And it can't roast me a chicken. So what point is it? Well, she went on to tell me that the point of it is that it gives me revitalised, living, restructured water. And I thought, water. Now I know a little bit about water. As a healthcare therapist, I've been working with water for years. And I've always known that right up there after air, it's the next most essential, vital nutrient that our body needs. It's a vital resource for the body. We can't go more than 3 or 4 days without having water, without the system just breaking down. You can imagine the discomfort of that in the process. Can't go more than a few minutes without air. We can go a week, 10 days without sleep. It'd be terrible, but you can do it. And we can go up to 40, 50 days without food. So air and water, they're the key essentials. And of course, we try and breathe the best quality air. Well, why don't we drink the best quality water? The water that comes through our taps has been sitting in pipes and sitting in dams, just going from vital water that's fallen out of the sky or come up through the ground, and it's become dead. And so in the pipes are full of different metals that are leaching into the water as well, and then they throw in all these chemicals and chlorine, etc., to try and make it safe for us to drink. But we know there's still bacteria and stuff there. So this is a premium quality water system, value for money, that actually takes your tap water and simply processes through this fabulous little machine and gives you optimum, best quality drinking water. The beautiful thing about it, it tastes so refreshing. Now, what it actually does is there are plates inside this machine which actually electrolyse, ionise and alkalise the water that's coming through the system. So you've got real control of what happens. Of course, it's purifying all the junk out of the system as well. And so you've got this pure, quality, structured, living water. And so what happens as part of that is when you're taking water straight out of your tap, what's happening is in big fat water molecule clusters, and they actually have a little difficulty penetrating the cellular walls in your body. And so it actually can leave you with, still be dehydrated even though you're drinking water, and people get retention of water in their cells and get puffy with that. Now what this system does is it breaks down those water molecules into like almost nanoparticles, much smaller clusters of water, so they easily penetrate the cellular wall and rehydrate you. Now if you go for just a few hours without drinking water, you'll be dehydrated. If you feel thirsty, you're already 1 to 2% dehydrated, up to 12% dehydrated, and that's it, you're dead. So we've got to get that water control happening all the time. And of course the other thing is the pH quality of the water. When it comes through your tap, it's usually around neutral pH. If you buy a lot of bottled water, unfortunately some of them are on the acidic level. So this has the natural effect in the process of alkalizing the water, and you can control the alkalinity of that water as well, from a pH level of 2.5, which you can use as a household disinfectant. So you can throw away all those other chemical disinfectants and use this in your system. Now, I actually also use it. I put it in an eyedropper, and if myself or family members get pink eye, we put this in our eyes, and it helps that disinfecting process. Works wonderfully well with the dog. Sometimes I get waxy ear from going in the water, put it in the ears, and it just dissolves the wax. You can also, there's a pH level of 6 that you can use, and you can just use it as a skin toner. So this is rehydrating. For me, as I said, a man in my early 60s, and for me, I've noticed that my skin has become much more moisturised without applying moisturisers to it. Now, I train regularly. I'm a mixed martial artist. I do jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and I'm constantly working out there. So I do get some aches and discomforts when I'm training with the 20s and 30-year-olds. And I've noticed that drinking the water after a couple of months is that those areas of constant low-level inflammation are just disappearing. And so for me, that's the vital information that my body is changing and nurturing, and it's full of natural antioxidants. Now we know that antioxidants are the key for prevention of all the chronic disorders. So if you're just taking something you're consuming naturally every day, antioxidant rich structured water that has got living vitality, that's going to revitalise you. And then on a regular basis, we're drinking 8.59 or 9.5. Now I can also produce an 11.5 pH water, and this is great for washing vegetables. So we try and buy organic as much as possible, but sometimes we can't. And if you soak those vegetables in the water, you'll find that the water comes away, it's dissolved all the oils where all the insecticide has been attached to the fruits and vegetables, and it just takes that away. So it's great for cleaning. It's got so many diverse uses in the household, it just makes it such a great value for money. And there's a whole range of machines to suit your budget as well. So for me, it's vitally important that premium quality water is being consumed every day. You should be consuming at least 1 kilo of water per 25 kilos of your body weight. Now that makes a difference to your health. So if this is of interest to you and you really want to get control of your health, this type of system should be an essential component. It's going to be for your babies right through to the elderly. Everyone can benefit from these, the machine and what it delivers out to you. So just private messenger me, comment below, give me a telephone call, and I'm happy to share information with you. Ridolfi here, looking to help you change your life through the quality of your water and the quality of your daily habits. Thank you. Bye.